Waiting in the Wings was one of my most favourite milliners on the peninsula. Her work is absolutely outstanding and her passion for the industry outweighs any person I've ever come across. First of all, I'd like to introduce the gorgeous Annette.
Oh, hi Beck, they were lovely words.
Thank you, Annette.
I'll add to that, I am passionate.
You are, Annette. Annette, I'd love for you to share with our MRC members today some tips. First of all, your vision for what you see race headwear.
Well, I don't know if you want to get into my head and see my vision. Look, there's just so many visions I have. I think you've got to kind of stay on top of the trends that are coming from Europe and what we are doing here in Australia. We're very savvy with our fashion and combine all that and try to come up with something a little bit new. But there's always, everyone trying to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. And there's going to always be your baseline classics running through any season with millinery. I probably break it up into about 3 categories. I do a lot of couture work, so if you want to start at the top, you're going to get a lot of the girls that are going to come in, and men, but predominantly the women, trying to create something that perhaps walks into a room before they do. Most of them are up on the catwalk trying to vie for the sashes and compete. So we have to come up trumps with something a little bit visionary and different, and that's where you're going to get a lot of the sculptural pieces. We're using products anywhere from the industrial world right through to nature and anywhere in between. I shop a lot at Bunnings for some of the products that I put into millinery, and it's really limited by your imagination. So once you get a product and you have a bit of a play and you deal with the client and you see what they're working with their outfit and their shape of their hairdo and their face, it all seems to come together in the end. So you've got your really out there fashion forward pieces. You're always going to have your classic feminine, I'd probably put it down to Audrey Hepburn and Grace Kelly, the little pillbox or the base on the head. That can go anywhere as well, and usually your outfit's brought up into that, so anyone can really wear that. So if you say you can't wear a hat, you're usually wrong. That's really limited by the way you angle the hat, the height of the base piece, the width, and really how you wear your hair on the day, which Lorna before was telling you what not and what to do. But that's a really safe zone, and you can go crazy with that as well and look absolutely beautiful on the day.
That's fantastic, Annette, and it's really interesting on where you get your inspiration from. Before we move into actually what fascinators, and before we have a play actually, I should say, and you're very lucky I get to be the model today, which I'm very honoured to be for Annette. So, but before we get into that, Annette, could I just get you to share with me, I know you do some amazing work on the peninsula outside of millinery as well, however it's all for the race. The race goers?
Yes.
Yeah. So could you just share with us what you've been up to?
The racing industry down here makes up a big bulk of our community, and since I've been down here for the last 7 years, I've really enjoyed working with all the local businesses, and I like to do things a little bit bigger and more exciting than others, and I've had a lot of wonderful opportunities to be involved. One of them, which I think you're referring to, is the Beehive Marquee, which is here happening at Mornington Racecourse. It's wonderful, and it's been embraced by not only the local community, extended community, and also now the Melbourne Racing Club. So the Beehive is a public enclosure that I created for really a need that I saw, or a niche market that I thought was happening at the races. All the beautiful girls that come dressed up, standing around with really nowhere to enjoy the day. It's been embraced by a lot of people that can make up a table and enjoy a marquee as though it was their own. And I've linked it to a charity, headwear orientated, being the Beehive. I've kind of come up with the wig library for cancer patients, and so the wigs are loaned and worn by ladies, and really helps with their image, which I think is confidence boosting and wonderful. So it's fabulous, and it's going off, and I'm very, very pleased, and I thank everyone that's involved. And pop up and have a look at the Beehive if you're around it, and just see who's in and what's happening, and it's going to be a buzz. There's lots going on. So
well, people, that is the place to be on the Mornington Race Day. So Annette, if we can move into maybe seeing what fascinators or hats suit.
Sure.
What
now you
shape
say
fashion?
fascinator.
Yes, correct me if I need to.
No, that's not. No, I'm just going to say that that's probably a term that a lot of people discount. Although these days the basic suggestion on the head is very important as well. There are a lot of ladies that don't really want to go out there and feel very sort of prominent with their headwear. Anything on your head can make you smile and have a bit of fun. So a suggestion is very important as well, because it can just lift an outfit. It can help create a look of simplicity and elegance. And look, some of the best designers have created, put a pencil into a hairdo and made it relevant in the fashion world. So people like Philip Treacy have really helped people think outside the square and accept and appreciate the simple headwear as well, which I think is pretty important.
Sometimes simple is best, isn't it? The kiss method.
You know, and sometimes it's harder to actually create a simple piece for a lady, because where do you start? What element do you work with? And that's when the outfit and the personality of the person comes into play.
Okay, so are you ready to have a play?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. So now it's time to have a bit of fun, and I'm excited. Annette's going to show us some do's and don'ts and how to get the best look out of your face shape. So let's enjoy.
Well, I think you'll look good in everything, because you've got what I call hat head. But just
very
to show
kind,
you
Annette.
some styles. This is your real organic look, so I'm just sculpting this piece at the moment. It's a work in progress, but something like that eventually will look adorned and would probably sit somewhere sort of across the forehead on a nice angle, and that'll have a lot more work to it. I'll probably end up pinching that down and having a bit of a play, but the sculptured pieces are really bringing back the lovely brim and the hat. So again, another piece that once I'm done, it will kind of embrace the face. Let's see how that's working. So that'll kind of sit.
So Annette, just to explain to the viewers again, these hats are just the basics at the minute, and then you're going to build and create a masterpiece.
And sometimes I actually leave them as a base until the woman comes in and we work out what it is we have to add to it to actually enhance the shape. We might need to make it fuller, or we might need to reduce it, and then I have a few bases to play with in colours, and we can add to that. So
fantastic.
Probably a more finished product would be something like this one, which I think would be your colour. So just showing you how the angle of something like that, and the chignon that Lorna was talking about would look absolutely gorgeous on you like that. That just brings out your eyes. A bit of colour. It doesn't always have to have a lot of colours in it, but that kind of a shape can work well with most heads. It becomes about the angle. Right. So that's another good one.
And is there an angle that could be less desirable with that hat, or is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Could we maybe show a less desirable angle?
Well, first of all, back the front's not going to work, and I do see a lot of that. So I think I might be the hat doctor one day and go around with my little pins and everything. But some ladies actually think that plonking a hat on the head in the centre of their head is the way to go. Right. And it's just amazing when you actually just take it on the tilt and show them exactly what you can do with the shape. It just brings out the whole face and the hairdo and the outfit, and it just finishes it off, which is what a hat really should do. Yes. Finish off the outfit. Okay. But you know, I can't discount, sometimes people get it right. Yes. They might have it sitting at the back and it works for them. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of my hats, I've painstakingly tried to tell them exactly and the way I've made it, and they've turned up on the day and I've gone, okay, that's okay.
So I guess MRC members, the good thing is you can't get it wrong, which is a good. It is how it is.
I'll find you too. Yeah. But anyway, with the basic base pieces, you're starting off pretty much with any type of a base. So something that might be a pillbox style. That's a good start, and you can build up from there. There's fabric covered. You can work with the straws and the cinemaze, which is really lovely. Okay, and again, that is very important too, because if you stick that the wrong way on the head, so we'll just pop that there. If we pop that sort of back too far or whatever, it's really not doing anything at all. So why bother? So as soon as you put it on that lovely 50-degree tilt, it just enhances the face. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a pillbox. You've got your lovely styles like this as well, which can sit flatter on the head, but still be a base to work up from. And you look great in that. Yes.
Probably matches the black. Oh, you're very kind.
Absolutely. And then finally, something that would be more of a suggestion would be the more minimalistic pieces. And this is probably a piece. I love working with wire, and they're very easy to wear. I've probably designed this one to go on the other side of your head, but I'm working with your part. But you know, that kind of a look, you can really kind of pull up an outfit and I can go up and out and wherever I want to, or I can keep it really, really small. So little suggestions. Another one is, something like that, little scrolly piece with floral just to bring in your outfit. Too easy.
Too easy.
Yeah, all good.
Thank you so much, Annette. So now you have some tips on how to get the perfect fascinator or hat. And the good thing is, for someone like me, is you can't get it wrong. Fantastic. We'll see you soon. Bye.